let's analyze this. So, NXT superstar, former MMA fighter, UFC competitor, Matt, the original bro, totally not a ripoff of Zack Ryder, who in turn was totally not a ripoff of a Jersey Shore character that was totally not a terrible stereotype on Italian Guidos from Jersey or anywhere in the Northeast. But anyway, that's not the point. Allegedly, that's not the point. But anyway, Matt Riddle recently sat down and did an interview with Jeremy Borash. Yes, if you're freaking out, I meant what I just said. Jeremy Borash. Yeah, that guy that did literally everything imaginable in TNA except wrestle for the company for, 17, almost 18 years? Yeah, that guy. Jeremy Borash, he's signed into WWE now. He works as one of the producers for NXT. And he recently sat down with Matt Riddle to discuss Matt Riddle's what's going on with him currently in his role in NXT, how his career path has gone, how his transition from mixed martial arts into professional wrestling. He's going to talk about his future goals, and he's going to talk about potentially ending the career. It's something that he is obsessed with doing. I am convinced. I don't know why, but he is very obsessed with ending the career of a certain one in 21-1. Now 24-2. So let's see what they have to say.
He has an unapologetically original style all to himself. And since joining the NXT roster, Matt Riddle has made it known he has high aspirations in WWE.
Can I just say Jeremy Borash has one of the greatest, most familiar voices in the history of professional wrestling. Up there with Randy Savage, up there with Mike Tenay, up there with Tony Schiavone, up there with Gordon Soley, and of course, come on now, I'm not going to forget to mention this one. The legendary good old JR, Jim Ross. No doubt about it. Jeremy Borash is up there in terms of great voices, where when you hear his voice as a wrestling fan, you instantly know who it is. You don't have to see his face. You don't have to see him from miles away. All you have to do is hear his voice, and you instantly know, yep, that's Jeremy Borash.
Chance to sit down with the King of Bros at the WWE Performance Center in Orlando, Florida, and get some insight into his plans for the future and the legacy he wants to leave in NXT. Wearing your finest Nikes?
Oh yeah.
Wait. Let me rewind that a bit. Just that freeze frame. Damn, Jeremy, you put on some weight, man. I don't know what happened, man. What's with people getting fatter as they get older? It's weird. It's very weird to me. What do you eat a lot, man? Come on.
Finest Nikes?
Oh yeah. That's huge, bro.
Yeah? Thanks for coming over.
Thanks for having me.
We watched the arrivals here.
If he ever comes up to the main roster, do you know how many times Vince is gonna want him tested? I'm just come on now. I've been on Twitter for like 2 months, and I'm surprised no one has made that joke yet. If he ever gets called up, he is going to get tested so many times. It is going to be ridiculous. He's going to be the most tested wrestler in the history of the WWE and their wellness policy. Come on, because this dude literally looks perma-high. For those of you who don't know, perma-high is short for permanently high, where he smoked so much freaking weed to the point where He just looks high 24/7, even when he's sober. And he talks slow and slurring his speech, bro. 24/7.
First thing I noticed when I saw your arrival here is, Matt Riddle's got a reputation, obviously, comes in with a lot of hype. Another blue chip signing for the black and yellow brand, former mixed martial artist, that is Matt Riddle. But when I saw you show up with the flip-flops and the hat, maybe not a traditional way to arrive to the WWE, but that's you. Was there ever any thought going?
Watch when he comes up to the main roster, Vince is going to be like, I don't get it. What is he supposed to be? I don't get it.
Around to go in a more conservative route.
No, but and the reason is, like, not that I didn't think about it. I definitely thought about wearing shoes, but at the same time, I didn't want to present like a fake person. I didn't want to be not myself.
And you thought that might backfire on you?
One person gave me.
I didn't want to be myself. I want to be a fake version of myself. Bro, I wanted to be a ripoff of a ripoff of a stereotype. Bro.
Gave some advice when I started wrestling. It was actually Blue Meanie. And he goes, Matt, just remember this. You'd rather want somebody to tell you to tone it down and take it back than to tell you to tone it up. You know, so I got.
In all seriousness, though, agreed. Agreed. That's one of the best advice I've ever heard being given to a wrestler. Now, all people, Blue Meanie said that. Props to Blue Meanie. Props to Blue Meanie.
I just be myself, but it's too much sometimes. I'm pretty sure Sony would tell me to stop or slow down or change it, you know?
Yeah, Vince on your first night on Raw. Yep.
There's enough people here.
Oh, that sucks. He beat Dominic Dijakovic at a live event? Damn. So much for his mystique. Now I know he lost to Matt Riddle at a house show. Fuck.
I don't know. Me personally, I would just love to have great competition. I'm about great competition. That's why I can have a great smile beforehand.
And smoking weed still, man. That's why I left the UFC, because they kept testing me, man. Oh, they have a wellness policy in the WWE, bro? They do, that's drug testing? Oh, I thought the wellness policy was a thing where they just check your temperature to see if you were well. Bro, I didn't know that's a drug testing program, bro. Bro, I thought they just stuck you know what up your ass to check. Oh no, that's for dogs. Oh man, I'm fucked up. That's for dogs. My bad, bro. No. I thought they just checked your temperature. I thought they just checked to see if you were well, bro. Oh man. What the fuck did I get myself into?
And then when I get in the ring, I flip that switch. Because I want a fight. I want to be tested. That's why I'm here.
How about future
Oh, he said he want to be tested. Okay. Well, never mind any of my jokes.
Recently, put up a post on social media where you alluded to wanting to retire Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania.
Oh yeah. I mean, retiring Brock, that's no secret. That's been the goal since I started wrestling, since the very beginning. I like to set goals that seem impossible. Only one person can retire Brock Lesnar. Only one person can end his career. And that person's going to be me. I don't like how he does it. I don't like the respect that he shows. And I don't like the work rate he puts out. That's just my...
And specifically, bro, I specifically don't like how he threw the red velvet cake. I was gonna eat that cake, bro. Oh wait, no, that was the Universal title. Oh man, that was the Universal title, right? Well, it looks like a red velvet cake. I was so high, man. I thought it was a red velvet cake. I ain't like how he threw that at Vince, bro. I ain't like that at all.
Personal thing, I think he's capable of more. Maybe it doesn't work out for him. Maybe it doesn't work out the first time. But I guarantee you, I'm gonna be there, and I'm gonna retire.
What's your legacy going to be here? In NXT specifically.
My goal is to change NXT. It is to change every company I've ever been to, and I've changed every company. The way people wrestle, and the way I fight people, it's not like other matches. But sometimes I get gritty, and I think a lot of the people here don't get gritty enough. And I really should be super cool, super nasty in one sitting. And I don't think this NXT universe has seen that yet. And I think they got a taste of it in Phoenix. I think they're gonna get more taste of it as the weeks keep playing on and playing on until WrestleMania.
I'll give him that though. Matt Riddle, all jokes aside, Matt Riddle is explosive. He's hard hitting. He's sharp. He has great feet, which you can attribute it to his MMA career. The fact that he can kick and kick effectively and so well while being barefoot is not easy. It's not an easy thing to do, and the fact that he is more than capable of doing it and doing it almost every match and kicking as hard as he can without breaking a toenail or breaking any type of bone in his foot, it's very impressive. Because for you MMA fans, we all know what happened to Anderson Silva that fateful night against Chris Weidman, the rematch. But so Matt Riddle is very good. He's very sharp. He has an explosiveness to him that I haven't seen probably since Daniel Bryan, when Bryan was in his prime. I'm talking the Ring of Honor days and some of his early WWE days, and 2013 where he was just a beast of a wrestler. I think that the only, in terms of his explosiveness and his energy and his fast-paced efficiency, that I can compare it to right now is probably with Asuka. Like, to me, Asuka is the most explosive, dynamic, all-around striker, women's wrestler that I've ever seen, ever. So yeah, Matt Riddle has a future, and he picked up on this greatly. He picked up on this greatly and quickly. You can put him up there with Kurt Angle in terms of great rookie years, in the sport. You really can. Up there with Kurt, up there with Brock Lesnar, up there with Ronda Rousey, so like, Matt Riddle is the real deal. I think he actually won Rookie of the Year in 2016, I believe. PWI gave him the award. It was either PWI or the Wrestling Observer newsletter. One of you peeps can correct me if I'm wrong on that one.
Forward to seeing what you have planned and how you execute these plans. Look out, Brock Lesnar.
Oh yeah, watch out, bro.
All right. Matt Riddle, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Alright, so that was it for the Matt Riddle interview. By the way, I did catch his Arrival documentary that they put on the network. It's about 35 minutes long. You should check it out if you haven't. It's really good. It's a real gut-wrenching, deep, emotional story. I watched it earlier this week, and I was very surprised about his story and a lot of things that he had to overcome, with him, being broke for a little while after he got fired from the UFC. And even I think while he was in the UFC, he wasn't getting paid that much. So, his story is very inspiring. He has beautiful kids, beautiful family, and he's just, he's a good guy. He's a good dude, and I'm looking forward to seeing what the future holds for him. Definitely, him and Velveteen Dream are definitely on my radar in terms of being future big time players in the WWE. Now, do I see Matt Riddle being in the main event like I see Velveteen Dream? Maybe not yet. Knowing this company, he would probably be a mid-carder for life, or maybe even a jobber. And you might say, well, K-Fab, you're a little harsh on him for saying that. Am I really? If I was harsh, then why did they do what they did to Zack Ryder? I'm just saying, look, we cannot deny that they're similar gimmicks, okay? They're very, very similar gimmicks. Except Matt Riddle actually, he been in the trenches. He smoked the shit. Like, he was smoking some good shit. Zack Ryder don't know what it's like smoking some good shit. To this day, he don't know what it's like smoking some good shit. Allegedly. Anyway, I'm out.